Georgia's Secretary of State insists the state's absentee voting is a national leader in election security, even as President Donald Trump now says he wants to sign an executive order banning mail-in absentee voting across the U.S. Channel 2's Richard Elliott's on this one today, live in the newsroom. And Richard, the thing with this is this executive order may not be enforceable.
Yeah, every individual state actually gets to set up how its voters will vote. It's something that is controlled constitutionally by those states. But it's unclear if those states would have to sue the federal government in order to fight that potential executive order. President Donald Trump took to Truth Social Monday morning and immediately attacked mail-in voting and voting machines. Quote, "Elections can never be honest with mail-in ballots voting, and I, like the Republican Party, will fight like hell to bring honesty and integrity back to our elections. The mail-in ballot hoax using voting machines that are a complete and total disaster must end now." Monday, we caught up with Georgia's top election official, Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger, at a business roundtable in Riverdale. Georgia was ground zero for election conspiracies and disproven claims of massive voter fraud. Raffensperger didn't want to comment directly on what Trump wrote, but reiterated that Georgia elections, including mail-in ballots, remain the most secure in the country and that they do constant checks on the voting machines. For his office, he says it's about building voter trust, not distrust, in the system.
And everything we've worked on, it builds voter trust. And trust is the real gold standard. When you have trust, it pulls people together, and we think that's really important.
Democratic Party of Georgia Chair Charlie Bailey says Trump does not have the legal authority to stop mail-in ballots, but isn't sure if the states would have to sue to get that power back. And he reminded the president that Republicans vote absentee too.
These are the words and threats to take, quite frankly, reckless and illegal action. There is no power for a president issuing an executive order. These things are left to the states.
Georgia lawmakers are once again looking at making some tweaks to Georgia's election laws. Study committee is already looking into it for a report to lawmakers next January. We're live in the newsroom. Richard Elliott, Channel 2 Action News.